just building a good community, it literally leaves you no option to be like, I have no idea what to post. Having a running content idea list is super key. Hey everyone, what is up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amanda and I create lifestyle, entrepreneurship, and some pop culture content on this YouTube channel. And I hope you guys stick around, join the fam, join the squad. We would love to have you here. As you can see by today's title, I'm doing a little entrepreneurship type of video for content creators. And I'm really excited about this. I actually wanted to do one for a while, and my friend Tess Barclay, who is on YouTube and also is the founder of Busy Blooming, I will leave her stuff down below. I actually work for Busy Blooming. I do their video and podcast editing, but that's besides the point. She made a video like this and I have been wanting to make one for so long. And then seeing hers, I was like, you know what, Amanda, let's do it. Let's get on that grind and let's make a video on how to succeed and thrive as a micro influencer in 2023. We just started the year and I know so many people are wanting to get into the content world, whether it be on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, podcasts, like whatever it may be. I know people are wanting to like jump into this world and I don't blame you. It's a freaking fun world. And I thought I would share with you guys some tips and advice that I have from doing this for a couple of years now, and I wrote them down and I guess we'll just jump right into it. Honestly, my first one is kind of like, I don't know if it would be taboo or like people like there's a lot of talk about this, maybe controversial, I don't know, but there's so much talk about this. But I personally believe that you do not need to niche down. You don't need to do it. I feel like niching down, in my personal experience, has harmed my content in a way. When I first started this YouTube channel, I posted a lot of LGBT plus content because I am bisexual and I was like, this is a cool outlet to talk about that. I don't regret posting any of that stuff because it is a big part of me. But at the same time, I kind of put myself in this box that was very hard to get out of. When I started going to college and posting more lifestyle content, and then I graduated college and I'm here now, it's been a lot because a lot of people still ask for those videos, and I'm trying to think of a way that I can bring it back but not get myself stuck in that box again. But I personally believe that you do not need to niche down. If you want to, you could, but I don't think that is 100% necessary to blow up or to gain a big following or whatever it may be. I feel like the big thing to do is just be yourself, and I feel like niching down just harms you in the long run because you're kind of stuck making that content, and if you don't like it, that's a whole other thing. So I personally don't believe in niching down. I would say just figure out the content that you like making and make content based off of that. The next tip I have is to really understand the audience that is watching you. Who is watching you? Who are you trying to reach out to? For myself, I would probably say I'm trying to reach out to anyone who is in the entrepreneurship space, anyone who loves pop culture, anyone who loves lifestyle, podcasting, creating content, and vlogging. That's a pretty broad audience, but I know for myself, like my core audience isn't beauty people. Obviously not. I don't know how to do makeup that well. My core audience isn't singing people because I don't know how to sing. My core audience isn't art people because I'm not a very good artist. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my core audience, I would think, is, I would say the age range of like 18 to 35, and people who are just interested in lifestyle and entrepreneurship and freelance, in concerts. Like, that is my audience. And then I make content for the type of audience that I believe watches my videos and I want to reach out to. So I think figuring out the audience that you have already, whether it be 100 people or 1,000 people, figuring out the people figuring out the people that are coming back to your content and are really diving into your content is super, super important. The next tip I have is to explore and figure out a content strategy. I know some people go with the flow, but I simply could not really do that. I'm a very big planner, and I think for myself, planning out monthly videos has helped me so much, like tremendously. So at the beginning of each month, would see this in my monthly resets, I basically plan out the videos that I'm going to be posting for the next month. So for example, January 31st, if there's even a 31st, or January 30th, or whatever day I do my reset, I will sit down and I will plan out all the videos that I want to post in February. This literally leaves me no choice but to have my content planned out. I don't have to film it all like that time, but I at least know, like, okay, like the first week of February, this video is going out, the second week, this one, third, blah, blah, blah. And then I kind of plan out when I'll be filming it. I feel like this just allows me to kind of see a structure more and understand what kind of content I'm putting out when, and kind of play with it, not to post the same type of content each week, but to give it a variety. So I feel like content strategy and planning it out has really helped me. And with this, I think having a running content idea list is super key. It literally leaves you no option to be like, I have no idea what to post. So what I do is whenever I think of a video idea, a TikTok idea, an Instagram post idea, I will have like a running list. So it's on my iPad, and I also have a physical one where I just write out any and every idea I have. So if I'm sitting there when I'm doing my content planning for the month and I'm like, I have no idea what I want to post, I can literally go to this list and have an endless amount of ideas to plug in to what I'm missing. So this has been extremely helpful for me, and I think it can be extremely helpful for you as well. The next one, this is for people who are starting out really. I would say to choose the platforms that you want to create on. I personally don't believe in only choosing one and focusing on only one, because yes, you can grow that platform to a big extent, but at the end of the day, I feel like having multiple platforms where you're growing at the same time is key, because one, you never know when a platform will just close. Like Vine just like disappeared one day, and everyone who was like really big on there and didn't kind of bring the audience to other platforms, I mean, not to say that they were forgotten, but it's just, you know, it would have been much easier if they already started these platforms. And I think just to give yourself some creative energy and like creative vibes, creating content on different platforms is just helpful. So I would say choose 2 to 3 platforms that you want to create on. For myself, I have 4. I have my podcast, I have YouTube, I have Instagram, and I have TikTok. So that leaves me different creative energies to flow through different platforms. Yeah. So choose what platforms you want to post on. My next tip is engagement, or it's advice, tip, advice, whatever. Engagement. Engagement is literally key. And once I started engaging with other accounts, I saw the growth on my own accounts. I think engaging with your audience is key, whether you're a small YouTuber, a big YouTuber, a small TikToker, a big TikToker, whatever it may be. I mean, I know it's hard to answer every single comment. Like, I definitely have comments that I have not answered on certain videos, but I think engaging with your audience, showing them you care, showing them you care about their support, showing them that you're there, you're listening, you're reading, you're like that their comments are not like just comments, you know what I mean? Like showing them that you are like engaging with their content and their comments just as much as they are engaging with you and your content. I think just building a good community needs engagement with that, and that is something that is crucial no matter what stage you are in your journey of content creation. I don't know, like when I comment on people's stuff, I obviously don't think like, oh, like they need to answer me. But when they answer me, I'm like, oh, like they actually took the time to like sit down and read my comment and formulate a response to it. That just does something to people. It makes them think like, oh, like they actually care about the people that are following them. Oh, they actually care about their audience. Like, you know what I mean? If someone doesn't answer any comment, doesn't engage at all with their audience, I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like that would come off as like they don't care, or like they don't care about the support they're getting, or like they don't have time. Like they don't have time for the people watching their videos. And those are the people that are making you grow and making you successful. Like I said, you don't have to answer every single comment. I don't think that's like a reality in some cases, but at least engaging a bit goes a long way. My next tip is to create valuable content. Create content that serves a purpose. Create content that makes people want to keep coming back. Create content that asks people questions. That will be easier for you to get comments on your videos. If you ask a question throughout the video, or you ask a question at the end, I don't know, like for example, if you're watching this right now, comment down below what platform is your #1 platform and why. Why did you choose that platform? What makes you happy about that platform? What type of content do you post? I think asking questions and creating content that will bring people, like make people want to come back to you, and like making shareable content so they can share it to their friends, for example. I know not all my videos are shareable because like some of them are literally like day in my life. But like if I make a video like how to, I don't know, start a podcast, people can share that to other people because they're like, oh, like my friend was thinking of starting a podcast. Let me send this to them. You know what I mean? Just creating content that is either 1, engaging, 2, valuable to the person watching it, 3, shareable. That will go a long way. And that will like allow your content to also be ever growing. For example, how to start a podcast. I feel like I've posted a video like this, but I don't remember. But that is something that is always searchable, and people will start a podcast last year, this year, next year. You know what I mean? Like it's a video that is forever going to be searched. Not forever, but like will be searched up for a long time. So creating content like that is also super key. The next tip I have is to create a balance within your content work. I feel like if you make every second of the day only about content, I've done this before and it kind of started to suck the passion out of me. I was like, oh, I have to post this. Oh, I have to film this because I have to, not because I wanted to. This only lasted a short amount of time before I was able to like pull myself out of that. But I feel like creating a balance within your work is super key because you don't want this fun thing that you're doing. You don't want the podcast that you have to be something that you feel like you have to do or you're required to do. You don't want your YouTube channel to be like, oh, like I have to film a YouTube video, like I don't want to. Like you don't want it to feel like that. You want it to be like, bitch, I'm gonna open up my camera now and I'm gonna film a video and it's gonna be the best video ever. I'm so excited. Like that's the energy that you want from day one until you hit that 100K. Like you want it to keep going and going and going. You never want this passion that you have to turn into something that is like, oh, like I have to do it. Like I'm not down. Like, you know what I mean? So creating a balance, either having days that you shoot your content, days that you film your content, days that you plan out your content, like have certain days for certain things and allow yourself to have days where you don't do any content creation, where you don't do any editing. I feel like just for that really helped me because at certain days I would like film like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I was tired. I was like, I don't want to film anymore. I don't want to talk anymore. I'm done. And that really brought me somewhere. So I think just planning out your content and balancing it all is super important. No matter what stage you are, like I said, it's super, super important to not reach that stage of not wanting to do it anymore and not having that passion anymore. My next advice or tip or something I want to talk about really is comparison. I am a big comparison person. I compare myself to so many creators. I compare my thumbnails, my videos, my titles. I even compare my body to them, my looks, like everything. Like I am the queen of comparison and I will own up to it. And it is something that is super fucking hard to deal with. And I feel like it's like on a bigger scale in the content creation world because there's just certain things that come with it and like a lot of comparison within it. And my advice to you on that is to try not to think about it. Obviously easier said than done, but just remind yourself that you are your own person. You are on your own journey and you create your own content and you have your own value. Whatever, I don't know, another content creator, I don't want to start naming names because it's like, oh, like I don't want to bring other people into this, but like for myself, like I used to compare myself to like so many content creators and I had to sit myself down and be like, Amanda, like they are not you and you are not them. You create your own content. You have your own value, your own passion, your own style, your own vibe that they don't have. And they may look at you and be like, oh, I want whatever the heck it is. Like, I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like, just try and remind yourself that you are your own person and you have your own aesthetic, your own unique vibe that someone else doesn't have. And that's what makes you special. So that I need to take that own advice because God, I need it. And the last one kind of ties into that is to just be authentic and be yourself. I feel like authenticity and just being your true self really comes off on the camera. Your real personality comes off on the camera if you're being your true self. I made a series on this a few years back where I was trying to rediscover myself because I got so consumed in consuming other people's content and being like, I have to be more like them to be liked. I have to be more like them to get followers, etc. And I feel like I just brought myself into this rabbit hole and I was like deep, deep down. And I had to rediscover myself. I had to rediscover my style, what I liked, the videos that I liked posting. And now I feel like I am my most true, authentic, weird self on here. And I admire that. I love that. For me, I can tell when watching people's content when they are just 100% themselves. And those are the people I enjoy watching because it's just so fun to watch someone's real personality come through on a camera. The last piece of advice is the most important one, is to just be authentic and be true to yourself. That is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you got something out of this. If you want to comment down below, like I said, your platform that you choose to create on and why you love it. And I also would love if you have any questions to comment them down below. I can either make a part 2 to this or I'll just answer them in the comments, whatever I see fit. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to me below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!